Hi everyone, this is Kim Snyder with the API guys, and I want to give you a demo of a very specific function within our advanced merge field notation, which is sum. This is in response to a question I received, so I thought as long as I was answering the question, I would just go ahead and create a little demo video. In our Learning Center here on our website, under the Pocket Developer documentation, you will see this document, which is the guide or the documentation on our advanced merge field notation. And if you go to the section on how to use it, you will find as you scroll down, you will see in this list of directives, you will see sum. And if you click on that, it will take you further down the page to the section on sum, and you can see that the sum notation returns the total of all values that's returned by our advanced merge field query. And the question was, how can I, for example, sum the quantity here? This one is summing the quantity on all orders or all lines in an order that has an ID of 15. The one I'm going to do for you has to do with opportunities. So sum, as it sounds like, is about summing things. Before I do that, though, I just want to let you know which of our plugins will use advanced merge field notation generally and sum specifically. The answer is all of our core plugins have advanced merge field notation available to them. Those are the plugins that are in the Power User pack. They are also any of these yellow plugins. The definition of core is in fact what makes them core is the fact that they have advanced merge field notation as well as some other functionality available to them. So I'm going to, in my example, I am going to use AnyText to show you this example, but the fact is any of these would work. If you wanted to use, for example, field math to add just numbers, AnyText, which I'm also going to use to add numbers, well, obviously AnyDate doesn't sum. Let me rephrase that. For this specific example, sum, really it would probably just be AnyText and field math, because the rest of these don't. Sum doesn't really make sense, although they all do have access to advanced merge field notation. Okay, so let me give you the example. Let me go back here and just show you. I'm going to assume, for purposes of this demonstration, that you already know some things. I'm going to assume that you know how to install our plugins. If you don't, there's a video on that. Just check the Learning Center. I'm also going to assume you understand what an HTTP post snippet is and how to set those up. Again, if you don't, there's a video on that. Go to the Learning Center. And also, there is a full video on our advanced merge field notation as well. Okay. And there's also one more thing you need to know. There's also a video on how to find the different field names. So, we're all used to working with the merge fields that are available in Infusionsoft, which is typically the contact dot something or company dot something. But once you get outside of those that are available in that merge field dropdown, then people don't really typically know how to find those table and field names, because all tables and fields are available to advanced merge field notation. It's what really makes Pocket Developer so amazingly powerful. So there's a video on that as well in the Learning Center, how to do that. Okay, so with that as prerequisite, I'm going to show you some. All of our Pocket Developer plugins run from Campaign Builder. They extend Campaign Builder, and they all run using HTTP posts. The URL, as I explained in the HTTP post video, it's the URL that tells it which plugin you want to use. In this case, we are using AnyText. If you were doing this on your server because you had bought AnyText, this domain would be your domain, not ours, because you would have installed this on your server, or actually, to be more accurate, Pocket Developer would have installed it pre-configured on your server for you. But we're going to be using AnyText, and then the parameters that you put here, these name value pairs, are what tell Pocket Developer what you want to do. So in this case, what we're saying is for this contact, what we want to do is we want to, here's your advanced merge field notation using sum. So what this is saying is in the opportunity table, we want to take the field called projected revenue high, and for this particular contact, go get the values in all of the opportunities for this contact in projected revenue high, add them together and store them so that we can see them in contact.middlename. Okay, so we're going to do that right now. So just to show you what that looks like, here is Dritta Dog. Dritta Dog, if we click on her, you can see that she, in her middle name, which is over here, that's why never mind. That's why I did it from the interactive view. Her middle name has nothing in it. Let's go back to interactive view. Her middle name has nothing in it. But you can also see, if you look at the Dritta Dog, there are 4 opportunities here. And here's revenue, projected revenue high. You can see 400, 300, 200, and 100 in these 4. So when I tell it to sum revenue projected high and write it to middle name, it's going to add these 4 values together and save it to the field. I told it to because that's what any text does. It's just any text using our sum notation. So the way that we would run this, in this case, I have this set up. Now you can obviously set these goals up however you want, but for demonstration purposes, for our demos, we use a tag to fire this sequence right here. And so I'm going to apply that tag, which is run qualifier. Oops, that one, and say apply. And then we'll just give it a quick minute. We'll let that run. Depending on how fast the Infusionsoft system is, it's usually a little slower in the morning. So we'll see. And there it is. Middle name now has 1,000, which is the sum of these 4, the projected revenue high, and these 4 opportunities for that contact. So now what you could do with that, of course, is, by the way, we didn't have to write it to the contact record. We could have written it to an opportunity record, or any record for that matter, company, anywhere. We could write it anywhere because that's what, again, what any text does. But I chose to write it to the contact just because it made it easy to put it right here and display it. Now, given that I wrote it to a contact field, it's very easy. You can merge middle name into an email. You could also rename this field so it wasn't always middle name if you wanted to, but you could merge this into a standard email from Infusionsoft in Campaign Builder or in a broadcast. However, if you want to merge, if you wanted to write it into something else like an opportunity record and merge it in, then you would need our plugin Email Anyone Anytime in order to do that. Email Anyone Anytime is a core plugin. It has advanced merge field notation available to it and therefore can merge in any sort of a field, including an opportunity field or company field from anywhere. All right, so hopefully that gives you a really good overview of sum, and that you can think of some different ideas and ways that you would use sum. If I can answer any questions for you about Pocket Developer, Advanced Merge Field Notation, you are not sure which of our plugins will do what you want, or even whether what you want is possible, making Infusionsoft do what it can is my very favorite puzzle. I love doing that. I do it all day long, so I'm happy to help you with that. You can always go to our website, and if you pick on, if you oh, maybe you should go to the store. It's all over the website, but easy way to find it inside anyone in the store, any one of our plugins. At the bottom, there's a Schedule Now link, which says, obviously, do you need help determining how to use these or whatever? So if you just hit that, schedule an appointment with me, and I'll be happy to help you out, show you how to do it, how to get things set up, which ones will solve your problem, so on and so forth. The other options are our Facebook group, which is the API, Infusionsoft API Learners Group, or our Facebook page, API Guys, the API Guys. And if you do use this and you're successful with it, we'd love to hear the use cases that you come up with for Pocket Developer, any and all of your Pocket Developer plugins. So please let us know how you're using our plugins on our Facebook pages or the comments here on our blog. So that's it for me in this video. Hope you found it helpful. Signing off for now. Happy campaign building.